Hey team, welcome back to my channel. Today we have a cardio and abs workout routine. You're going to get your mat and your water bottle. Let's get ready to rock. All right team, we're going to start just a simple warm up. We're going to start with some jumping jacks right here. And if you don't want impact, it's also okay to come into some half jacks. Good team. So a slight detour today from our usual location. A lot of this island has lots of rain on it and the clouds are actually coming this direction. Good team. So, different beach. This beach is actually closer to my house. Good team. We're gonna go ahead and come into some knee up, arms up. So bring one knee up and both arms come up overhead, back down, either knee goes up. Good team. We do need everything warm today. It's a full body workout. Good. I'm being a shoebie. Shoes on the beach. Good team. Which I have filmed like barefoot before on the beach, but there's always a risk when you're directly on the sand of like stepping on a rock. So I'm just gonna go ahead and be a shoebie. Perfect team. Go ahead and come into some overhead side stretch. So I'm gonna reach this right hand up overhead and tap the right foot. Back to the other side. Left arm comes up overhead, tap the left foot. Just alternating sides right here, team. Good. Get a nice stretch in the side body. Beautiful. Good. But it is a very pretty beach. It's a little harder to film on because it's not as flat, but it's pretty. Good team. Perfect. So one more each side here. Good. We're gonna go ahead and take it from the top, come right back into those jumping jacks. Beautiful team. Getting everything loose. Good. And it's ironic because like my last workout, I was talking to you guys about how Hawaii was apparently in a drought. Not only is it raining today, it's supposed to rain all week. Good team. So, not that necessarily the drought is over, but it's looking better. Good team. Perfect. Come right back into those knee up, arms up. Good. I always forget that it's actually harder to film in the sand. I'm like, oh, the sand is gonna hold you down. Good team. That's all right. Added challenge. Beach bum life. Beautiful team. Good, let's go with a couple more here. Perfect. Overhead reaches. Good. I don't know about you guys, but my shoulders are feeling it. They're like, okay, they're warm. Good team. Beautiful. Yeah, actually, now I'm all staring at it. I'm like, oh, it actually is like, it's very pretty here. I should come here more often. Perfect team. Go ahead and come into your natural squat stance. We're just gonna come into 10 regular squats. We'll count them out together. Come on down. 1. Good. 2. Don't worry about getting super low. 3. It's just a warm up. 4. 5. 6. 7. Good team. 8. 2 more. 9. And 10. Beautiful team. Go ahead and come down on all fours right here. Palms and knees as we come into a cat-cow stretch. So big arch in the back, look forward. And curve belly button to spine. Good, arch. And curve. Good, we'll go one more each. Big arch. And curve. Beautiful team. Go ahead and come to a neutral spine. We're gonna warm up the core a little bit more. So go ahead and straighten out the left arm and the right leg and then reel it all in. Good. Extend. Reel it in. Extend. Reel it in. Extend. Reel it in. Let's go one more. Extend. Use your core. Reel it all in. Perfect. Same thing other side. Go ahead and straighten out the right arm and the left leg and reel it all in. Good. Extend. Reel it in. Extend, reel it in, extend, reel it in, and one more. Extend and reel it in. Perfect. Go ahead and come to a neutral spine right here and curl the toes under and peel the hips up nice and high into your down dog. Shake it off, pedal out the feet for a moment here, and then when you're ready, go ahead and step the right foot up into your runner's lunge. Find your footing and then drop the back knee right here. We're gonna go ahead and take a big beach ball up and overhead as we come into this hip flexor stretch. And we're gonna alternate between here and bringing the palms down and straightening out through that front leg, runner's hamstring stretch. Good, hip flexor. I'll walk my foot in a little bit. Hamstring. Hip flexor. hamstring, hip flexor, hamstring. Good, this time come into your hip flexor and go ahead and take the left arm forward and the right hand back. Big open twist to the right. Good, breathe into this stretch, breathe into this hip flexor. Good, team. Good, go ahead and come back to center. Plant the palms, lift the back leg and step the right foot back to meet the left. Shake it off right here. We'll do the same thing other side. So this time go ahead and step just the left foot up. Your foot right here, drop that back knee and then take the big beach ball up and overhead. Good, hip flexor stretch and then peel it back. Runner's hamstring stretch. Hip flexor. Runner's hamstring. Hip flexor. Runner's hamstring. Go one each. Hip flexor. Runner's hamstring. Good, team. This time on your way up, go ahead and take the right hand forward and the left arm back. Big open twist to the left. You're giving the ocean a hug. Beautiful, team. Good, sinking into that stretch. Good, then go ahead and come back to center right here. Plant the palms, lift the back knee and step the foot back to meet the right. Last little shake off right here. Then when you're ready, go ahead and walk feet up towards the hands. I'm kind of meeting in the middle here. And then when you're ready, roll it up. Get some water if you need it, and we'll come into our first circuit. All right, team, so coming into our first circuit, if you were to pretend like you have a mat or towel, or maybe you actually do, then don't pretend it's actually there. Go ahead and come towards your one side of your invisible mat or towel. What you're gonna do is lateral shuffle across and then come to a high knee, lateral shuffle back, high knee opposite side. All right, team, 30 seconds, alternating sides right here. Let's work. Good. I usually have a towel, but experience has taught me that putting the towel on the sand and then trying to work out on it is a recipe for disaster. So lesson learned. Good. It's better for me to just go in the straight up sand. That's what I like about filming at the other beach, is that there's that grassy area to film in. Good, so you guys can still get the ocean and I can be on something a little more stable. Beautiful, team. But this is a pretty beach. Good to mix it up. Perfect, team, shake it off. Now, if the mat or towel was facing this way, I would come towards the back of your mat or towel. You're gonna squat walk. So go ahead and come down nice and low in a squat, and you're gonna walk it forward to the front of your mat or towel, and then you're gonna high knee it back to the back. All right, team, 30 seconds on the clock. Let's work. Good. Staying low, working that booty. Good. Beautiful, team. Plenty of cardio today, so get that heart rate up. Push yourself in these 30 seconds here. Good, team. Good. Oh, I finally went surfing. I did it. Good, team. We went surfing at the iconic Waikiki Beach. Perfect, team. Go ahead and come down onto the ground right here. We're gonna come to a plank rock to a plank jack. So palms and toes right here. Now plank rock, so I'm gonna rock forward on the tippy toes and back, and then plank jack, jump out, jump in. If you don't want impact, it's also okay to plank rock, step out. Plank rock, step out. All right, team, 30 seconds on the clock. Let's work. Good. So I went surfing, did plenty of falling. I've been surfing years, so I expected to fall plenty. And I had a pretty long board too, and I still fell. So if you've never surfed before, long boards are just more forgiving. Balance has to be a little better on a short board. So I had a pretty good length of a board, and it's like the first wave, I lasted like 2 seconds. Perfect, team. Go ahead and flip on over onto our booties. We're gonna come into some boat hold, single leg extension. So you'll come, balance on the butt right here, lean back so that your abs are engaged. Both legs up, let it go. You're just gonna extend leg and then the other. I need to find a better sand hole to sit in. All right, 30 seconds on the clock, team. Let's work. Good. It's like one cheek was higher. Sorry. Good, team. Good, nice strong core here. So anyways, first wave I lasted like 2 seconds. Next wave I lasted like 5 seconds. Then I lasted like 10. Finally I started to ride them in. And then surprisingly, I actually got seasick. Beautiful, team. Perfect. Go ahead and come on up. We're gonna take that circuit from the top So we'll come right back into that lateral shuffle to a high knee over towards one side. 30 seconds on the clock, team. Let's work. Which I have gotten seasick before from surfing a long, long time ago. And then like, that was like the only time I had ever gotten seasick, so I was just surprised when it happened. And I've gone whale watching and done all types of stuff. Went to the Bahamas and went everywhere and never got seasick. And I don't know what it is about Hawaii, but like every ocean adventure I've been on here, I've gotten seasick. And so has my boyfriend. Perfect, team. Shake it off. We'll come right back into those squat walks with high knees back. So go ahead and come towards the back of your invisible mat or towel. 30 seconds on the clock, team. Let's work. And so is my boyfriend, which is even weirder because he doesn't get motion sickness at all. I at least, like I always get motion sick in the car. I'm pretty prone to car sickness. But for some reason I was like, I could take the ocean though. And that seems to not hold true in Hawaii. So like when we went cage diving with the sharks, I got seasick there, and like that was probably the worst. Like those were the biggest waves I had ever been on the North Shore. Perfect, team. Shake it off. We'll come on down right back into the plank rock to plank jacks. We got 30 seconds on the clock, team. Let's work. Those waves were huge, and that was the first time my boyfriend has ever been any type of motion sickness. So I was kind of like, I kind of chalked it up to like, oh, it's because the waves are so big. But now I'm not so sure. When we went to see the manta rays, which if you haven't seen that, there's a workout video I have on here that shows the manta rays, and those are awesome. And I got seasick with the manta rays as well, and now I got seasick surfing. Perfect, team. Go ahead and flip on over into those boat hold single leg extensions. We got 30 seconds on the clock, team. Come on up, let's work. And I could snorkel. Like snorkeling's not a problem. Like when you have control, it's okay. So swimming's okay. But I thought I would be okay with surfing. It wasn't that bad, but because I had a little more control, it's not like I was on a boat. I got out of the water before I could get that sick, you know? Eating my hair. Good, team, few more seconds. Beautiful. Perfect, team. Get some water if you need it, and we'll come into our second circuit. All right, team, so coming into a second circuit, you can use a water bottle or a lightweight if you have one, or you can rock it like me and just rock it body weight. But you're gonna come into your natural squat stance right here. I'm gonna take my right hand, I'm gonna squat down, tap the ground, and reach it up overhead. All right, team, we got 30 seconds staying on the same side, then we'll switch sides. 30 seconds on the clock, team. Let's work. What was I saying? Oh, I was talking about surfing. Yeah, so I got out of the water before I could get like sick. Which, this might be an overshare, but when I did the sharks and I went to see the manta rays, you know, you're with a tour group, so that's different. And so I actually like threw up on those ones like multiple times. Versus surfing, I was like, oh, I feel queasy, I'm just gonna get out of the water. Perfect, team. Same thing, other side, the left arm's gonna work this time. 30 seconds on the clock, team. Let's work. Yeah, as soon as I started to feel queasy, I was like, I'm gonna just ride this wave in. Good, but I had fun. I will say, even though I got seasick on the manta rays, which I'm not the only one that got sick there, quite a few people did, it was totally worth it. That one was worth every second of it. I was like, I don't even care. Those manta rays were so cool. Good, team. Good, few more seconds. Let me focus, actually get my heart rate up. Work it, Fluff. Oh yeah. Perfect, team. Shake it off. We're gonna come to a plank to pike reach back. So we'll come into a pike position, palm, toes right here with the hips up nice and high. Drop down to a plank and pike it back up. Take the right hand, reach it towards your left foot, back to plank, pike, left hand goes towards the right foot and back. 30 seconds alternating sides right here, team. Let's work. So I actually had a different exercise planned right here. I had giant scissor kicks planned if you want to switch, but I was planning on filming at the other locations. So I was like, I don't see myself laying down in this sand. Good, team. Good. You could just match me. Good. Beautiful. Good, nice strong core here. Good, perfect. Go ahead and come on up. We're gonna get that heart rate up. We're gonna come into some jumping jacks to reverse lunge. So it looks like this. I'm gonna go ahead and jumping jack, step back with the right foot, reverse lunge, jumping back, jumping jack, back with the left foot, reverse lunge. 30 seconds alternating sides right here, team. Let's work. Good. Getting that heart rate up. Jumping jacks are such a simple movement that'll just get your heart pumping. Good. Any jumping movement really will. Oh, also, if you don't want impact, it's also okay to half jack it and reverse lunge. Good, team. Meet your appropriate edge for today. Good. Modify however you need. Good. I love, fun fact, what's fun about the sand, perfect, team, shake it off. We're gonna come into some spider climbers. So I'm gonna go ahead and come into a plank position, palms and knees right here. So unlike a traditional mountain climber, we're just bringing the knee through. You're gonna bring it out like a spider. Spider's legs are on the outside and they do the little creepy crawly thing. All right, team, we got 30 seconds on the clock. Hop on up, let's work. It's my spider demo. Good, team. Beautiful, nice strong cores here. Good. Squeeze into that oblique to pull that knee up. Good. Beautiful, team. I totally lost my train of thought. I know I was telling you guys something though. But since I can't remember. In other news, besides surfing, I also had a paint day this weekend. Perfect, team. Go ahead and drop, coming up. We're gonna take that circuit from the top. So we'll come right back into that squat, tap down to an overhead raise. We got 30 seconds on the clock, team. Let's work. Good. Yeah, with our friends that we used to do a lot of stuff with when we lived in Washington, and then they moved to New York and we moved to Hawaii. So we had like a virtual painting day with them. Lots of fun, always good to see them and catch up. Good. I went to like opposite ends of the country as well. Good. I think both of us like to talk trash to each other about which location is better. Good, team. Team Hawaii all day. Perfect, team. Same thing, other side. 30 seconds on the clock, team. Let's work. I might be a little bit biased, but Team Hawaii. Good. I just think Hawaii is hard to beat, but it is very isolated, and that's not necessarily for everybody. Good, team. But the people that are here, everybody really is like Ohana. Like everybody really is family and welcoming and warm and friendly. You're like, oh, I'm new to the island, and like they're so happy to show you around. Good, team. Beautiful. Come right back into that plank to pike, reach back, and toes right. 30 seconds on the clock, team. Let's work. Good. Good. And take the feet into a nice wide base, by the way. Helps you balance a little bit. Good. And if you're like me and you're slipping in the sand, that added stability is very nice. Good, team. Good. Watch, I'm gonna take, this is why I stopped filming here. I was gonna take all this sand into my car, and I kept having to like vacuum my car like all the time. So I was getting tired of it. Perfect, team. Good, go ahead and come back. Come right back into that jumping jack to reverse lunge. 30 seconds on the clock, team. Let's work. Good. Beautiful, nice strong legs here. Spiking that heart rate. Good. I will say, like every time I paint, it just like reminds me how much I like to draw. Good. I had like a vision in my head, and I feel like my paintings never come out the way they are in my head, you know? Versus drawing, I'm more experienced, and you have more control over a pencil than you do over paint. Perfect, team. Shake it off. We'll come right back into those spider climbers, palms and toes right here, team. 30 seconds on the clock. Let's work. Yeah, you have more control over a pencil. So I appreciate the precision, especially as a perfectionist. But it was fun. Good. I think my painting kind of looks like a 5-year-old did it, but I tried. A for effort. Good, and I enjoyed making lots of colorful things. Good, team. A few more seconds. Stay with me. Good. Beautiful, team. Go ahead and drop. Get some water if you need it. and we'll come into a cool down. All right, team, so coming into a cool down, let's go ahead and take the feet nice and wide right here. Let's go ahead and bump both hips over to the right and take that right arm up and overhead. Get a nice stretch in the side body, those hard working obliques. Stretch them out, breathe into it. Bringing the heart rate back down. Good. Good, team. The sand is like stuck to my sweat, so it's not coming off. Good, team. Same thing other side. Go ahead and come back towards center. Bump the hips over to the left. Take that left arm up and overhead. Side body stretch on the left. Good. Beautiful, team. People also fish at this beach a lot more. I'm a vegan, so I don't support it. In general, I don't eat fish, but I do think if you are going to eat animals, I would vote that you go fishing rather than support large fishing industries that use like immoral fishing practices. Perfect, team. Shake it off. Go ahead and come to a wide leg forward fold. So keep the feet nice and wide right here. Hinge at the hips. Get the fly off you. Hinge at the hips. Reach towards the ground right here. Good. Let everything go. Which seems to be like a culture around Hawaii in general. I feel like there's a lot of people that come out and if they're gonna eat seafood, they catch their own. Good, team. At the left palm, and you're gonna open up the right one right here. Big twist, open it up towards the sky. If you need to come up onto a block on this left hand, just do the best you can here. Beautiful. And then the right hand's gonna replace the left down. Open up the left one, big twist. Oh, I'll get sand in my eyes. Good, team. Good. Beautiful. Go ahead and come back down right here, roll it up. Now we're gonna go ahead and pivot both feet to the right, pivot that right foot, point the left foot in. Go ahead and bend the right knee and open up the arms, warrior two. Good. I love yoga transitions that don't require you to move your feet that much. I'm like, oh, I could just pivot. I dig it. I don't know why it feels so much smoother. Good, team. Good, deep breaths here, strong warrior pose. Get a nice stretch in the groin. Wow, I saw some lightning. Oh, this is gonna be a fun night. All right, go ahead and straighten out through that front leg, team. Bump the hips to the back and bring that right hand down towards the ground and the left one up towards the sky. Triangle pose. Good. Yeah, it's supposed to, I saw thunder and lightning for like a couple days from now too, and like rain all week. Good, team. Go ahead and cartwheel it back down. Go ahead and turn the feet forward and then pivot them over towards the left. Left foot goes in, pushing into the outer edge of that right foot. Bend the left knee, open it up to warrior two. To the left. Good. Bend that, widen my stance a little bit. Good. I do find that my right leg's a little more flexible than my left, so I can get a little deeper into this one. Good, team. Yeah, rainy week, apparently Hawaii needs it, so happy. And tropical rain is beautiful. I think I told you guys in my last one that I would try and include you guys and so that you can see the tropical rain too, because it almost looks like glitter, but I haven't quite found the right film spot. I don't think my backyard's big enough, but I would love to include you guys in it. We're gonna go ahead and straighten out that front leg. Bring the left fingertips towards the ground and open up the right one. Triangle pose on the opposite side. Yeah, I would love to include you guys and film a workout with the rain in the background. It sounds peaceful, it's pretty. Good, team. Good. Deep breaths. Good, and then when you're ready, go ahead and cartwheel it back together right here and go ahead and walk those feet in together nice and carefully. We'll come into mountain pose, so feet together, palms face forward, and we'll say our farewells for today. So when you're ready, team, go ahead and bring both palms together and up to the third eye. If you enjoyed this workout, please hit the like and subscribe button because I have new workouts coming every single week and lots of fun stories always. All right, team, when you're ready, the divine in me honors the divine in you. Excellent work today. Namaste. I'll see you guys next time.